The Jets were traveling to Green Bay to face Aaron Rodgers, and he was under pressure all day. You see right there, Quentin Williams hitting him, knocking the ball loose right there. Jacob Martin getting in on the action. Aaron Rodgers checking the thumb, goes to hand it to A.J. Dillon. Ball is on the ground. LaMarcus Joyner would recover it. Quentin Williams right there hitting Aaron Rodgers again. Low, going down on the back. LaFleur trying to fire up this offense, trying to get something going. We'll head to the third quarter. Jets have the ball, hands the ball off to Braxton Berrios, known on Twitter as Honey Nut Berrios, and he would find a touchdown. Second straight game where he scores on a rush. Yes, Kyle, that is true.
Cheerios, Honey Nut
Yes, he figured out a way to make it work. And Quentin Williams is making it work, getting another sack and dancing. Right after that, Pat O'Connell, punt is blocked.
Shout out to
Will
Brett
Parks
Boyer.
Picks it up and returns it for a touchdown. Michael Clemens blocks it. Salah's fired up. The Jets are rolling, but now Aaron Rodgers said, hold on. Finds Allen Lazard, back shoulder touchdown. Just a beautiful pitch and catch. LaFleur likes it. Let's head to the fourth quarter. Jets ensuing drive, hands it off to Breece Hall. This play was a reverse. He was supposed to pitch it, but he says, you know what? It just didn't look good. Holds on to it. Few stiff arms later, he's doing his own version of the Lambeau leap, jumping in the end zone. Zach Wilson beats his idol, Aaron Rodgers. The Jets will win the game 27-10. And our own Tom Pelissero was there in Green Bay, and he caught up with Sauce Gardner after the game.
Man, always being counted out my whole life. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. I always said I was going to be here. Nobody believed in me. I really wish I had that pick, though, at the beginning of the game. But, you know, at the end of the day, we still got the great team win.
This is such a young team. How do you build off this and keep it rolling?
Man, like you said, we young. You know, it's more fuel to the fire. Like, we just got to keep going, man. You know, this is a blessing, man. True blessing, Lambeau Field, going against somebody like Aaron Rodgers. You know, especially the defense. I know we going to soak this opportunity that we just had. We're going to soak it in, man. We're going to continue to grow.
That's so cool for those young players. Aaron Rodgers is a total vibe for those guys. He is highlight worthy. They have all looked up to him their entire careers, and then they just went to his house and beat him. That's got to be a pretty cool feather in their cap. Things are looking up in New York. Peter, what do you think about that win?
You know, you're watching Sauce Gardner. He's so young.
Yeah.
And you see Zach Wilson with, like, Aaron Rodgers. He's baby-faced. You know, I talked to Salah last week, and he said Mike LaFleur's offense, what's so amazing is that they're all flourishing. And he's calling them babies. He's like, all the babies are playing well. And he's not doing it this minute. Like,
no, they're babies.
Look at the ages on these guys. This is what blows me away. Breece is 21. Sauce is 22. Garrett Wilson's 22. Elijah, 22. Zach Wilson's 23. Vera Tucker's 23. Jermaine, Quentin Williams is only 24.
Grandpa Quentin.
He's like the old man in the room. And I'll tell you what, this guy, I said he was going to be the offensive rookie of the year before the season. I don't pat myself on the back too often. I think he's running away with it. Sorry, Dameon Pierce, I love your work. And Bailey Zappi, you might have an argument too.
Don't sleep on Bailey.
But Breece Hall is like, okay, so I said he looks like Matt Forte. Then the next week I'm like, he looks a little bit like Marshall Faulk. And then I got a tweet from someone being like, dude, it's Gale Sayers. Like, that's the way he looks. It's so patient, and he's such a glider. And then Sauce, you talk about a top 5 pick stepping right up. Jason, I hear you.
God,
you get it.
Beautiful.
And I'll tell you what. We're hearing a lot like, there's not the same old Jets. Not the same old
they
Jets.
hate that.
Gosh, do I hate that.
I know. They hate that same old Jets, the Jets
The
fans.
same old Jets thing is so corny.
It is obnoxious.
These guys don't even know what that means.
But you remember they once had a butt fumble, too. That was frustrating.
Sauce Gardner was in 3rd grade for the butt fumble.
They got mono. Geno Smith got punched.
You know,
let's all talk about it.
Right down the list. You think Elijah Moore knows about Sam Darnold's night out and got
Peter,
mono?
Adam Gase once did a press conference where he went like this with his eyes.
It's not the same old Jets. Vinny Testaverde was a long time ago, and those were good times. Other times in between, these guys don't care. Not the same old Jets, new Jets, and I don't want to hear that term anymore.
You want to give some credit to Big Joe Douglas, all those young guys he's drafting?
Hey, Joe Douglas.
Let's go.
Boom.
Come on, baby.
Rex Hogan and the boys in the front office. Well done.
All those things you just listed that happened to those same old Jets were things that on the onset of Twitter, like, oh, hashtag butt fumble, oh, Adam Gase eyes. Like, I got a new thing coming for social media, which is Sauce Gardner wearing the cheese hat after the game. Proudly. I mean, he is in Lambeau, and he is walking around around with his hand. What do you want to do with me now? I'm wearing the cheese hat. I am the cheese hat. No, I'm Sauce Gardner. Cheesy sauce, if you will. What'd you make this weekend? Beer cheese,
yeah.
cheese steaks, like any kind of cheese, put it on your head. But Alan Lazard says, no, thank you, sir. Get that off your head.
That is pretty good.
Right, that's amazing. That's just young pup behavior
doesn't
right
know any
there.
better. That's the
No,
thing.
he's like, get that off your head. But that is fantastic. Unaware, young football team that's just going to Lambeau and beating the Packers.
When you win, you can do what you want.
Brees Hall did a Lambeau leap.
Yes, you win the game.
We don't know.
You win the game, you talk the trash, you do what you want. And the Jets' defensive line, they were talking trash, and they were doing what they wanted with that Green Bay offensive front, their O-line. Aaron Rodgers was under pressure the entire day. We saw right there in the highlights, Quinnen Williams, Martin, they're getting after him. He's getting hit. He was sacked 4 times, but they hit him 9 times. For Aaron Rodgers, that's not what he wants. He was checking his hand out there. Robert Saleh, they asked him about his defensive line. He said, we love our D-line. We think they're a rolling ball of butcher knives, and there's a lot of them that can play at a high level. A rolling ball of butcher knives.
Rolling ball.
Rolling ball. Whatever that may look like, they exemplified it great in that game yesterday because they got after him, they hit him. Aaron Rodgers was hit by the butcher knives.
So you go to that block in your kitchen and you just take them all out, and the cleaver and the bread one, and you pack them together, and then you go,
It's not static. It's actually in motion.
no, it's rolling. Who's that guy? Who do you think you are? I am. That's it. Pete Weber with the bowl of butcher knives. Wow. But I don't know if. Did you guys catch Sauce Gardner in the cheese hat?
I know.
Can we just go back to this? I feel like, you know what? It's like the butt fumble, we're all joking about it. It's like a tattoo. You can't remove a tattoo. You have to cover it with another one, you know? And there it is. You know, Johnny Depp gets Winona forever. He makes it into Wino forever.
Yeah.
This is what you do, and it's so lovable. I find this totally different. There's been times when people have disrespected, like, the terrible towel.
Lindell
I remember TJ
stomped it out.
Hushmanzada,
Yeah,
and remember Lindale White stomped on it.
Yes.
People were like, how dare you? I don't see this in the same way whatsoever. I think as a young kid who's like, I want to wear that cool cheese hat. I've always seen them. It's comfortable, it's fun, and also like the sauce and cheese goes together, and I feel like there's sort of a synergy there. And I feel like Packers fans have got to be like, you know what, wear the cheese hat.
He's a good kid.
Yeah,
He's a
his
good
name is
kid.
Sauce. You think Packers fans don't like sauce? I've met them. I think it just works, and that's how you get rid of all that stupid stuff we talked about. Is you make new images,
Yes.
and they're making them, and it's awesome.
Fondue. That's what that is.
Fondue.
That's fondue.